Hello, my name is Drew, and I like to make things out of clay. In today's video, you're going to get sucked in, churned about, and then spat out in the absolute best way possible. No, you didn't ask for it, but here it is. I'd like to introduce you to my Demon Zombie Kirby. Let's jump right in on how I made this little beast. For this project, I start with a sketch. I want Kirby to be recognizable, but also more like, well, a demon zombie. So I make him angry and add a whole bunch of scars, scabs, and other grotesque elements to help in the transformation. In my first two videos, I use Living Doll Sculpey Clay and the Super Sculpey Gray Firm Clay. In this video, I'm testing out the Super Sculpey Soft and Semi-Translucent Clay. I cut a number of small chunks from the brick, readying it to cover the giant blob of wax paper and tinfoil. Although I have never made a hollow object before, I figure wax paper would be the best option so that I can remove it easily after baking. The thin tinfoil layer helps to hold its shape as I apply the clay. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this Kirby really going to suck? Oh heck yeah it is. It's going to suck so good. But in order for it to start sucking, I first need to poke a hole in the end with my vacuum attachment. I'm now forming a rough mouth and cutting it with my X-Acto knife. It is around this point that I want to give Kirby some really demonic skin texture, so I fumble around my house, opening drawers until I find a few things to try. I will have you know that paper towel is not a good option. Neither is bubble wrap. I settle on this business card holder I have laying around. It works fabulously. The texture isn't completely uniform, but I like how certain parts are left bald. Now it's into the oven at 275 degrees for about 25 minutes. Once cooled, I gracefully remove the guts of this wonky sphere. In most cases, I would use some form of wire to help support my character, but since Kirby is hollow, I decided to work backwards. I hammered a couple of nails into the board that would later be used for his feet. I glance back at my drawing and get to work on some sharp little teeth that will surely help to impale Kirby's victims as he so ruthlessly sucks them into his cavity. So I make some tiny pegs for his teeth and use my heat gun for a few moments to give them a bit of firmness. I use a little Sculpey adhesive to attach a ring of clay around his already hardened mouth so that I can jam those little puppies in there later. I then attach some bulbous eyes, which I made by rolling 3 different sized balls of clay and flattening them. Then placing them on top of each other, I use tiny beads for his pupils. Kirby is looking way too cute at this point, so I slice deep into his heart. I mean eyes, to furrow his brow, causing him to instantly hate everything around him. Long rolls get added for eyebrows and long rolly bits get added for his gashes and sores. I add tendons and smooth them out with my high quality silicone tool that came from the old water pick that I used last time. Don't forget to floss, kids. Looking at this ball of angry clay, I can't help but think he looks a little like a smallmouth bass. So in order to remedy that, I stick those sharp little teeth into his lips. Yes, that's where Kirby's teeth come from. His lips, not his gums. Trust me, I know these things. The teeth don't stick well, so I add a little more adhesive to the holes and that seals the deal. Kirby is officially vicious. Now, in my picture, I have him holding a club, but I will change that club to a crown. So I use a little more tinfoil, then shape some pointy bits on the top. I then throw this thing of nightmares back into the oven and he's ready to be painted. This is my second attempt at using this airbrush machine ever, so bear with me again as I water the paint down too much, then proceed to spend the next hour and a half spraying Kirby down with neon pink acrylic paint. I spray one side, then heat gun it dry, then turn him and repeat the process. Now that my eyes are nearly swollen shut, I paint the rest of his body, including his shoes, sores, gashes, splits, eyes, and teeth. The only thing left to do before seeing just how much this guy sucks is to cover him in a gel medium and wait 24 hours for it to dry. Woohoo! He's done and really freaking hungry. So let's hook him up to the vacuum and set him free. Today I have carefully prepared a balanced array of random things I was able to grab from my backyard. We have a delicious pile of green grass, followed by some dry old leaves, and for dessert, some clover. Oh yeah! That's some good suction! I truly couldn't be happier with my little Demon Zombie Kirby. There's nothing more rewarding than watching something you created grow to its full potential before sucking and destroying everything it can. So to answer the question, does Demon Zombie Kirby suck? Abso-friggin-lutely. If you like this video, you might like watching how I created Psycho Willy Wonka and his band of maniacal Oompa Loompas. Stay tuned for next week's video. It's going to be a doozy. Thanks for watching.